Once upon a time, in a bustling town, there lived a humble merchant who earned his living by selling salt. He had a loving wife and 2 sons. His elder son was extremely shy, barely able to speak to strangers, while the younger son was confident, bold, and full of life. People often misunderstood the elder son. They called him foolish or weak, and some even took advantage of his silence and innocence. Yet he never complained. He simply remained quiet, watching the world with hesitant eyes. His father, the merchant, often grew frustrated with his timid nature. "Why can't you be more like your brother?" he would scold. But his harsh words only pushed the boy deeper into self-doubt. As the years passed, the boy's fear began to affect everything. He struggled in school, not because he lacked intelligence, but because fear would paralyze him during exams. Words he knew would vanish the moment he was tested. Eventually, as a young man, he was asked to help with the family business. Though terrified, he agreed, hoping to make his father proud. But his nervousness often led to mistakes. One day, while his father was away, some cunning men came to the shop and said, "Your father sent us to collect all the salt sacks for the city." The young man hesitated but didn't question them. Before he realized it, they had stolen everything. When the merchant returned and saw the empty shop, his rage was uncontrollable. "You fool!" he shouted. "You've ruined me! Get out of my sight! Never come back!" Crushed by shame, the young man wandered to the riverbank, heartbroken and hopeless. "I've failed at everything," he whispered to himself. "There's no point in living." Just as he was about to jump into the river, a calm voice called out, "Wait!" A young disciple who happened to be passing by rushed over and pulled him back. "Why did you stop me?" the young man cried. "My life is meaningless. I'm too afraid to live, too weak to succeed." The disciple gently said, "You're alive. That means you still have the power to change your life. If you give up now, you'll never know what you're truly capable of." Moved by these words, the young man poured out his sorrows. How his father hated him, how people mocked him, how fear ruled his life. The disciple said kindly, "Come with me. My teacher might have an answer for you." At first, the young man refused, but something inside urged him forward. Together, they walked to a quiet ashram where a wise saint sat beneath a large tree, deep in meditation. The young man fell to his knees and wept. "Why do you cry, my child?" the saint asked. "I am broken," the young man replied. "No one believes in me, not even myself." The saint listened patiently and said, "I have a solution, but you must follow my instructions for the next 3 days. Only then will you understand." The young man agreed. Day 1. "Speak to 10 strangers," said the saint. "Ask them about their lives and write down their answers." Terrified, the young man stepped into the village. Some ignored him. Others were rude. But he kept going. By evening, he had spoken to 10 people and even made a few new friends. He returned to the saint and smiled for the first time in days. "I did it." Day 2. "Teach 10 children about the importance of water," the saint said. "Teach, but I'm not educated," the young man protested. "Just share what you know," the saint replied. Nervously, the young man stood before the children. His hands trembled, his voice cracked, but he spoke. He explained 5 simple uses of water and ran away, embarrassed. Yet the next time he tried, he felt braver. The 3rd time, he spoke with confidence. The children listened, they clapped. "You see," the saint said, "you are braver than you think." Day 3. "Now, go and ask your father for forgiveness." "No," the young man whispered. "He'll never forgive me. If you cannot do this," said the saint firmly, "you are not ready for the final step." Shaking, the young man returned home. His father was shocked to see him. "I'm sorry," the young man said. "Please give me one more chance. I will prove my worth." Something in his voice had changed. He stood taller. He looked his father in the eye. The merchant, moved by the transformation, forgave him. When the young man returned to the saint, he asked, What is the final secret? The saint smiled. You've already found it. Your greatest enemy was never your shyness. It was your fear. People see you as you present yourself. If you carry yourself with confidence, they will believe in you. Tears filled the young man's eyes. Thank you. I will no longer let fear control my life. Years passed. That once timid young man became a wise and respected businessman. People sought his advice. They admired his calm strength, because confidence is not something we're born with. It's something we build. Even the quietest person can become powerful if they choose to believe in themselves. Remember this, your greatest limits are not outside you. They exist only in your mind. Break them, step forward, act with courage, and confidence will follow.